definitely the beginning of a horror movie.
It's kind of looking that way.
Welcome to Beast Mode Camping. What are we doing, Steve?
Mississippi boondocking.
Mississippi boondocking.
Yeah, we're loaded up.
Bus is loaded up. We're driving through Dallas right now.
Yeah, but
we're leaving Dallas.
Yeah.
Got what, another 8 hours to go?
About 8 hours. Yeah.
We're gonna hit up Mississippi. Hope there's no rattlesnakes.
Right. We found a spot out in the middle of nowhere, some public land. So.
And that we'll have to put right here or right here. But yeah. It definitely looks like the beginning of a horror movie.
It does. All we've seen is just drops of looking through Google Maps and street views. So, yeah, it definitely looks like it could be the beginning of a horror movie.
Well, and literally just a dirt road.
Yeah.
A dirty dirt road. Some probably pines, it looks like.
That's what I was telling you. If we pull up there and we hear banjos playing, we immediately turn around and leave.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not going to be good.
Hold up a sec. Before we get too far, let me fill you in on what's going on. Our plan is simple. Drive from Dallas to Mississippi on day 1, spend the night on BLM land, or public land, and then make our way to Pensacola the next day, where we'll do some beach camping.
Taking a different tent with me this time. I've got a, I'll have to point, I think it's called a Joy Tutis or something like that. Yeah, weird.
I'll take your word on that.
I'm going to camp out the back of my truck, basically.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah, that'll be a different experience.
Well, hopefully it'll be cool.
What's the temperature going to be?
It's not going to be too bad. It's getting down into the high 60s, low 70s at night, and during the day it's jumping up into the upper 70s to low 80s. But I'm also seeing a lot of cloud cover and a little bit of rain, so I'm hoping that'll help bring the temperature down and settle the bugs a little bit. You know?
We literally have no idea where we're going, where we're staying, or anything, and Dana saying, you know, you guys are going to get killed. Where are we at, Steve?
We're well over halfway there. We're about to hit Mississippi here in about 30 minutes, I think. So, Mississippi is night 1 destination, and we've got a lot of rain. I wonder if this rain's going to slow down long enough for us to set up our camp.
Well, I was going to say, so we've got to set up the camp in the rain. We've got some tarps and stuff. That might help.
We can do that.
I've got a new tent that I'm testing out for the back of the truck, so it'll actually go in the back of the truck. I did do a test run with it at the house, and I like it. It's real nice, tall roof to it, and I figure if something weird does happen, like high winds and stuff, I mean, nothing's gonna pick up my truck.
Right.
Maybe a tornado, but
it attaches down, secure to the truck.
It secures down and really, you know, pulls down on the truck. So that's cool. It's got a really high roof. Plus, if a tree did smash down on it, guess what? It's gonna go across the bed, so I'll still be in there. So
we got to figure out what we're gonna do for dinner. And I guess if we do have to make a fire in the rain, we'll have to set up a tarp to keep us dry while we're doing that. Tonight we're gonna have plenty of trees around, so I don't think that'll be an issue.
So I drove probably about halfway. We left pretty early, and I just got tired. I was like, "Hey, Steve, you take over for a little bit."
Right.
And I will say, Monroe smells. There's something wrong with Monroe.
Monroe is not cool.
I said, "Steve, you got something wrong with your stomach?" He goes, "I think there's a paper mill around here."
I looked into it, and Monroe has a long history of paper mills. Unfortunately for Monroe, you stink.
Must have a paper mill now. I know that smell. That's those chemicals, man.
Weird. Did you bring food?
No. So yeah, we need to figure out what we want to cook, and we will need to make a stop and grab some food for tonight and some firewood potentially, because we're liable to get out there and everything be wet. I don't know if it's raining where we're going or if it's just raining here. What? We're not going to be very far from Beaumont though, so worst case scenario, we can always just jump in the truck and grab some fast food or something.
Non-camping related food.
Alright, so we're pulling in right now, and we're racing the storm because we got this huge storm coming up behind us. Like, there's a few right here, and then that's it. So this is probably the park here. What was that back there? What does this say? Okay, it's coming up here on. Okay, it's right here on your left.
So hang left here?
Yeah, this is the dirt road that we talked about. See, Lake Perry is down that way, and there's a sofa in case you want to hang out.
Sure.
And there's a ton of freaking garbage. This is some thick bush, man.
There's a lot of garbage.
A lot of garbage, man. That's a little bit unsettling.
Burnt couch.
You know what I mean? Like, does it look like people have been here within the past week or so? Or is this just crap that people have dumped? I mean, I don't see like tons of beer bottles and stuff like people are out here partying, you know? It just looks like people are coming out here and dumping their crap, you know?
Yeah.
And this bush is thick.
I know, this is definitely a little bit of this is unsettling. Let's
yeah. I mean, it doesn't look like
lots of garbage.
But it does. But it looks like it's been here a while. You know what I mean?
Looks like someone just comes in and
like somebody's just coming out here and dumping their stuff.
Yeah.
You know? Like somebody's using it to dump. Look, there's burn right there.
That's what I was saying. That looked like a campsite.
No, that doesn't look like camp. That just looks like somebody burned a bunch of shit.
TV. Look at all this garbage.
Yeah, people are dumping out here.
Have you seen the latest Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
No, I haven't.
It's something similar.
Right.
With Matthew McConaughey, where he's driving. He's like, "Oh, hey, what's up? You guys are just hanging out on a dirt road. What's up? What's going on?"
Because yeah, I mean, it doesn't appear that people are hanging out here. It looks like people are just coming out here and dumping their garbage. Mm-hmm. You know. But I'm still just a little bit puzzled as to why there's such a nice, clean dirt road here. You know what I mean? Because I don't think these roads keep themselves this clean. You know what I mean?
There's some sticks.
Yeah, there's some firewood.
And it's just like every 100 yards there's a new dumping spot.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think, man?
I don't know.
It's a little weird.
Definitely weird.
I haven't seen any no trespassing signs or no camping or... There was 3 marks on that tree. You see that?
What's that mean?
I don't know.
3 marks like...
It was just like somebody spray painted 3 lines on the tree.
Yeah.
The main thing that I'm thinking is, what about if we're saying, if there is something out here that people go to, if we're out here and they're going to it and they like pass by us, you know what I mean, and see us here, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's almost like I'm thinking we should be at an area where, man, yeah, this is sketch right here.
It's definitely not well maintained.
Not anymore. That's what we look like. I don't know what is that, a bike or...
They're too thick for a bike.
Because it's hard to tell up here. Man, look at all this garbage, man.
Tons of garbage.
This is ridiculous. That's just a shame, man. I would veer this way.
That way?
And see, that's kind of the thing, is I wonder where these other trails go off to.
Hey, Steve, this is definitely the beginning of a horror movie.
It's kind of looking that way. I mean, look at this place. This is crazy, man. Yeah, I mean, now getting down into here, it's like definitely less of a road. Here's a water, yeah.
I don't know how deep that is.
I mean, I can see the bottom.
Do it?
Yeah, I can see the bottom. It's just a little puddle. You got 4-wheel drive. You see, this looks a little better, but you can see the tracks where people have come out here. But I'm liking the way the bush looks a little better, you know. Looks a little more like a little forest, not so thick.
There are gonna be some lots of snakes up in here.
You think?
Probably.
What is this? Ooh. See, you see, we're starting to get down in this enough now to where maybe less people are coming down in this shit. You know what I mean? Also, look how we're going downhill.
Yeah.
We're about to hit a storm.
Hopefully, this trip isn't going downhill.
We want to make sure we're not.
Because we're going downhill.
Right, it's going way down here, and we want to make sure we're not going to get washed away. Holy crap. We want to make sure we're not going to get washed away, you know? That's a drop off.
Oh boy.
I wonder if this is a bad idea, Tony.
I'm thinking it might be.
What do you think, dude? Are we getting in a little, biting off a little more than we can chew here?
We're literally on a little tiny dirt road in the middle of a jungle.
I mean,
if I had a winch, I probably wouldn't worry as much.
I mean, it's dry
right now.
Well, right now, and so I don't know. I don't feel like you could get stuck in this. You know what I mean? Especially being 4-wheel drive and these big old tires you got on this thing. So I don't really feel worried about that yet. You know what I mean? Do you?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you know your truck better than I do. You know what I mean? This seems like good, firm ground.
I just don't like how it's collapsing in us further and further.
Well, yeah, it definitely looks like it's much less traveled back here. So but you notice how there's much less garbage back here?
Yeah.
Which means you're probably not getting as many people back here.
Oh, look at that.
That looks like a gate.
It definitely is a gate.
Or is that just a piece of a gate?
Well, it's a piece of a gate.
Well, I just mean, it's not closing anything off, though, is it?
Doesn't look like it.
Why would there just be a piece of a gate here? See, that worries me because it makes me wonder whether this is, see?
Yeah.
That looked like it was gated off, but what good is that gate doing? There's no fence. Why would there be a gate here? Well, what do you think, dude?
Should we just camp right here?
There's no signs.
At this point, I was fine camping right here. We're already about 3 miles down this ragged little trail. However, Steve wanted to keep going to see if there was a better spot.
We're almost to that spot. That's the spot where we were talking about.
You wanna go up there?
Maybe I ought to go around this way, though, instead of going over that. What do you think?
I'm fine with hanging here.
Oh, well,
You want to go? I'll keep going?
Yeah, let's go down to that little spot that we were originally looking at. Because there's water right there.
This is some backwoods stuff out here. Like, we're literally...
Yeah. No one's going to hear you screaming out here.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to that spot. And when we get there, let's just kind of pause for a moment and decide if this is something we really want to do, or if we want to just keep driving. Because we can keep driving. Okay, hold on, stop. This is it. This is that triangle. That right there is the spot that we were looking at on the map. And that is definitely not a good camping spot. I mean, this is what we looked at on the map and said,
watch out for snakes.
Ma'am. And said this is the spot. Dude, bugs.
Yeah, tons of bugs.
I'm getting swarmed by freaking bugs.
Yeah.
Look at them.
Yeah, so the first thing I'd do is have to put on that crap.
Well, my thing is if the bugs are an issue, then it's probably a bad spot.
Why?
Well, because they're not
Water?
bugs. Yeah, like there's standing water or something like that. What do you think? Is this too sketchy?
Bug, big ass thing.
Huh?
Giant something just flew in here. Why? Something coming?
No, I'm just getting back in it. Bugs swarming everywhere. I'm not sure we want to. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's a wasp or something.
Where is it?
It's right there.
That's a horsefly, dude.
Yeah.
Did I get it?
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? Is this too sketchy, man? I mean, we don't want to do anything fucking dangerous. And I am really not feeling very safe.
For everybody out there, what I'm looking at is the Bureau of Land Management. And in this map, S1 mobile, it shows that within the green here should be BLM land or Bureau of Land Management.
And see, we're right on the edge of a little piece. See how it wasn't all lit up? So we're actually off of it. That's what that gate was.
At this point, it's really anyone's guess as to where we are or how to actually use the BLM map. If anyone happens to know or is an expert in it, let us know in the comments. I'd sure love to be able to do some dispersed camping in a safe way. Well, you and I are both guessing right now.
I'm guessing, but that's green.
Right, but there's a lot of white mixed in between.
Right.
I was thinking all of this is...
But maybe it's not all of it. You know what I mean? It's just the green areas in there.
All right, what do we want to do? Just turn around?
I don't really feel good about this, dude.
All right.
If you just pull right there.
I'm just getting back.
Or yeah, maybe you can back into that. So what do you want to do? Do you want to just keep driving?
We can.
Because, yeah, this just seems a little sketchy, man.
Oh, shit.
What? I don't know how you figure this out, though. Who do you talk to about things like this? You know,
a ranger.
Like, is there a ranger for this
Probably
park that we could talk to?
Not this place, but
or maybe there is.
Any place. We'd probably just, hey, can we talk to the ranger and
Right.
ask him about BLM land and how it works?
Right.
Sure, if we Googled how do these maps work and all that, we could figure it out. But
So, do you think we should just keep driving, or do you think we should try to do something different? I mean, I don't, because as far as something different,
where was that?
I don't know what we would do differently. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I'm not following you. What?
Like we're saying, like this spot it particularly doesn't look that great.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just, I don't feel safe here. I feel like at any moment, some hillbillies could come up here and blazing guns and run across us and be like, "Oh, look,
What are you doing?
fresh meat. Let's kill those guys and string them up and have them for dinner."
Yeah.
You know?
So at this point, we came to the conclusion that this may not be the safest location. We decided to go ahead and drive the rest of the way to Florida so we can get an early start for island camping.
The only thing that really concerns me about this one, possibly other people, and like you said, no one's gonna hear you scream out here.
Yeah.
But really, is that we're literally in the middle of nowhere,
right?
About to have torrential downpour, right. And nobody knows we're out here,
right?
Tune in next week as we complete our camping excursion from hell. On this leg of the camp, we take a boat out to an island and find some crazy ruins. And you won't believe what happens when we have to weather the storm that came out of nowhere. If you like this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next week.